Taking glee in wickedness is happiness. Hey, I'm Laila from confidenceartist.com, and this is part 2 of my videos on how being okay with being naughty and all the darker aspects of life is the road to happiness and peace. In my previous video, we talked about how, many people, and in fact many of us, really believe that the only way that we can be lovable, acceptable, and worthy is through only doing good and righteous, non-evil, non-trickster, non-sketchy, non-hurtful things. We believe that our happiness and our belovedness by God, and therefore part of ourselves, because God is in some ways a projection of ourselves, and in some ways we are a projection of God. It's a mirror that goes both ways. Anyway, we are like tarnished in our own and God's estimation when we do or participate in or are victim of terrible, bad, wrong, horrible, shameful things. And so then we spend 50% of our life at least in misery. It does not have to be this way, my friends. It is entirely possible to align yourself with all the tricksters and villains of the world and just take wicked delight in, the times that you've been less than saintly. Because here's the thing, like, eating yourself up in a spiral of shame about that horrible thing that you did one time doesn't lead to anything better. Like, maybe you think that by like whipping yourself forever and ever with the shame of how bad you were that one time is going to somehow train you into a redeemed state of perfect transcendence, or at least being a good person and passing as not an evil bastard. It doesn't really work that way. I think most addictions and most addictive behaviors, and I would venture almost all chronically dysfunctional behavior, is fueled by this kind of shame spiral where we've done something bad, so then we feel bad about ourselves, so then we feel bad, so then we feel worse, so then we do more stuff, and it's just like a downward spiral. I know that I suffered from an eating disorder for 10 years of my life, and there's nothing that makes you trigger more into your disordered behavior than your disordered behavior. You get triggered, you do your disordered behavior, that triggers you again, you do it again. It's just never ending spiral. I think alcoholism can be like this for some people, spending too much money. All kinds of shameful, terrible behaviors are like this, where we feel like, well, we're already on the shame spiral, terrible, messed up roller coaster, and we're already feeling bad, so why not go forever? And it's entirely possible to override the shame spiral and to witness yourself with a sense of wicked turned on glee doing crazy stuff, and witnessing yourself in the past, going back in your memories and witnessing yourself doing questionable things, and bring a great deal of peace, happiness, and even delight. And being able to witness yourself in this way, in this like turned on, accepting, truly loving, truly universally, unconditionally loving way of seeing yourself, then your chances for fulfillment and happiness and joy just go way up. You're spending much more of your time in presence, in happiness, in delight. And these are like cascading emotions, just like shame is a cascading emotion. Joy also cascades, where it's like, yeah, I'm feeling great. So then great things happen and I do great things for myself. So I'm feeling even better. And just, you ride the spiral up. And it's really not that complicated. I wish I could just tell you the formula so that you could apply it yourself right now and be done. But I find that really excavating these points of shame is a huge part of what I do with people in my sessions with them, because each person's experience of shame and angles on the bad and angles on the, pain are really different. So if you're interested in learning more, you can reach out to me and book a exploratory session. I'd be happy to talk with you, and we'll continue talking about this topic in my next video on the most difficult part of experience to enjoy victimhood. See you in the next video.